Lina is a machine gun with the draw damage. That's insane DPS, as you all might know. Even a support Lina will get the insane DPS. You don't need anything except for like the ability to spam spells. Even though I think it's support Tusk? Offlane Puck? Is that what they're trying to? Okay, let me double check that.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, it's a core Lina here. I was thinking Lina support Puck mid, but it's gonna be an offlane Puck instead. Way more survivable than the Tusk, that's certain. Also, I'm cool. Also, to be honest, I don't think rocket scientists expected this. I mean, this is just beautiful drafting, and sometimes that's the thing I love about Tier 2 Dota. You get way more of those plot twists during the drafting stage. In Tier 1 Dota, everybody expects this kind of thing. The teams know each other better. People do more research. People try less crazy stuff as well, because there's a lot of money on the line, and a lot of people live by playing Dota. Like, you kind of want to make rent at the end of the month. So you're not gonna try something risky, even if it went well in scrims. You need to be completely convinced. A couple of players in the Tier 1 team and a couple of teams are known for pulling weird stuff, but in Tier 2 Dota it's just way more common, because first of all, there's not so much on the line, and second of all, a lot of teams are just trying to, you know, get the upper hand by adapting their hero pools a little bit. And this makes me quite happy, if I'm honest. I mean, this is why I love Tier 2 Dota, and this is why I think Valve should put an effort with making Tier 2 Dota a thing. Like, every time somebody hosts a Tier 2 Dota tournament with, like, big prize money, so that the players could actually afford to, you know, quit their jobs and focus on playing Dota or something. Which, it happened a lot back in the day. Also, we got a courier snipe here. And a good one at that, from Blink. I always thought he was called Blin, like the Russian pancakes, I don't know. I've had so many players meme at me and have meme names in my days that I misjudged that name so often. But great courier snipe there. Definitely gonna give a bit of a lane advantage to Team Moriarty here. And I end up completely missing the first blood. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that a Puck with one skill managed to get a first blood somehow. I really didn't expect that one. So chat cut me some slack before he flamed me. And my Fury could be in a lot of trouble here with a very good fissure, but Tango goes through, manages to retreat. Ancient Apparition now comes in. Like I said, great attack animation, just absolutely no damage. Blink misses the ice shards there. That could have been a kill, but happens to the best of them. Pretty sure, like, you want to make it as short as possible, mostly because it's very easy to sidestep ice shards nowadays. They used to be quite more of an, like, they used to be more of an annoyance and less of a nuisance. And that kind of changed over the last year or so. But I don't know, I'm pretty pleased with this meta actually. I want to see a couple of heroes return where they just do a little patch to remind players that certain heroes are still there. But teams are now actually trying to pull weird stuff. So, as for the mid lane, Drow got a slight advantage there. I'm guessing that's just because... Or Dro, I mean Wind Ranger. But that's actually just in terms of experience. In terms of last hits, I thought... Like, I honestly thought Mastermind would get 2 more last hits out of that creep wave, so... You know, sometimes tower aggro doesn't quite work the way you think it works. Still happens to the best of them, guys. And, yeah, the game's really quiet now. Puck managed to get a really good first blood, but since then the lane is quieted down a bit. I think Dazzle now I think they kind of forgot about the Dro aura. That's the best explanation I have for that one, because it was like level 1 offlane Puck. It's not really one of the more dangerous heroes, even with a Dro aura, but if you forget that Puck actually hurts a bit more, and then you all of a sudden have a Puck right behind you, that's gonna be fatal.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So yeah, if we look at the matchup, I think the late game is definitely gonna be won by Moriarty here. We got an attempt to go on Bashruk, but like I said before, ice shards are really easy to dodge nowadays. The second you see Tusk casting the skill, just change your movement in any direction. Like, instead of going left to run away, instead of going like this, you could go like this and you sidestep them. It's not that hard anymore. Which is one of the reasons why a lot of teams don't play Tusk as often anymore. Here I think he's particularly picked for the late game, where you put the cards up more as a wall to protect the Throw Ranger, and while I'm looking at what could have been a kill at top lane, Flash went down at the middle... No, actually not at the middle lane, he got ganked. My map awareness is so off this game. So much for having a chill game. I think I should actually try hard a bit. This actually reminds me of the beta days. There was this thing which was like professional Dota bingo, where you could literally play bingo to see how often the caster messes up. That was back in the days when there was only directed camera, to be fair. When the bingo hype started. Where you'd get stuff like see Tinker teleporting to and fro every single time, that kind of thing. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people would fill their caster mess up bingo sheets nowadays with my casts. People would still play it. I don't know. Okay, we got Blink in a lot of trouble. This time he's gotta go down. I mean, every time I thought he was gonna go down, he put up the shards and managed to get out, but this time he didn't expect, like, Dazzle to be there. So yeah, big surprise, Cass didn't miss the kill for a change. Faye now being bullied. Meanwhile, Dro Ranger went down to Mastermind. Seriously, can you guys stop fighting everywhere at the same time? But, okay. Puck managed to get out. That fissure there just in the way, and while only one kill happened at the top lane, there was a complete disaster at the bottom lane. So Lina and Dro Ranger trading for Wind Ranger and Darkseer in the favor of Rocket Scientists there. For Christ's sake, people. It's always the fight you don't look at. But this Wind Ranger being played by Mastermind made a lot of things happen. Great movement all across the map, great positioning, and not a very static laning stage, which you'd honestly expect from Wind Ranger nowadays. I mean, okay, that's that Dazzle once again. I'm starting to see how Puck can kill off Dazzle that easily, and Puck gets sniped there by an ultra long range power shot. Now, Flash going down as well. Almost managed to get out.
Radiant's
That's
top
gonna
tower
be
is
400
under
gold in favor of Rocket Scientists. If we look at the net worth, it's like pretty much what we're used to seeing nowadays, where the early game is just a complete, skirmish. Everybody kills each other. And I don't know, I kinda like it, but I miss the action that the big late game carries like Luna bring to the table. Like, usually around the 25-30 minute mark, games get really boring because there just isn't anything left of those super big carries in the current meta. No Luna, no Morphling, no Gyrocopter. I mean, yeah, Drow scales insanely well, Wind Ranger scales really well, but they aren't as exciting to watch. I mean,
Radiant's middle
they just
tower
right-click
is under
people.
attack.
That's what they do. Okay, Flash gonna go down once again. This Ancient Apparition truly living the support life, and Faye continues to dive onto Khan MVP here. Khan MVP almost going down. One more hit's gonna do it, and that's that row.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So
Radiant's
that's
bottom
500
tower
gold
is
swing
under
around
attack.
in the favor of Rocket Scientists here. And I mean, these two teams,
Radiant structures are fortified.
they're pretty much exactly on the same tier. I think they scrim around. I think they scrim each other as well. And we get Mastermind killing off the puck. The stun might not be as long as it used. Well, it is, but other stuns are longer in comparison to how difficult this one's to get off. But Mastermind knows how to play Wind Ranger to an extremely good extent, and that's 2 kills picked up there. Rocket Scientists now getting a bit of an advantage. I mean, Mastermind has been the main playmaker. Also, I'm gonna switch over to net worth. But I don't know. The Lycan kind of relies on the ultimate, so I can't blame Faye for not putting as much action on, for not permanently rotating around the map. When the ult's up, Faye makes a play, and for the rest of the game, we gotta pay more attention to Wind Ranger. That's kind of Rocket Scientist's dynamic right now, and it works really well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Also, guys, feel free to check out our sponsor, XBet. Gotta show them some love for making this tournament possible. XBet.ca, they got a pretty big promotion right now, so if you want to get started betting on Dota, you can just put on a little, money, and you get like $100 or something deposit. It's pretty great. Especially if, like me, you don't want to commit to betting as one of those big bettors. I don't know, for big bettors it's great if you need a new bet site. But I kind of think the promo code is great for people who want to get started. I don't know. That's at least the way it works out for me. But yeah, the game's still pretty quiet. Lycan got the ult up again, so maybe Rocket Scientists want to fight anytime soon. Mastermind continues to rotate. With a bottle, of course, rotations are paying off.
is under attack.
You're getting rewarded for rotating just because of the runes alone. And then when you get something good, you might as well gank. That kind of situation. So we got a rotation up on top now. The AA ultimate not connecting to anyone just yet.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Money to burn.
Also, Dazzle is gonna go down on the top lane to a Lina ultimate. I mean, I was pretty certain that Dazzle was dead anyways, regardless of what was gonna happen, because if you commit a big rotation to save support, you need to get a kill or two out of it. And that's really hard to do when Lina ultimate is there, everybody's prepared for people to teleport in. So instead we're gonna see Mastermind just take the mid tower in return. Inuyasha on the puck. Great anime, by the way. Taking the last on the top tier 1, so that's a tower trade and a support going down a total that doesn't really... I don't know, it's pretty much just support kill in favor of Team Moriarty, but it's what they need right now. If the draw snowballs out of control, it could be a really hard game, and Mastermind realizes that, tries to make some plays. Shadow Grave being committed on the Wind Ranger here. Wind Ranger managing to get out. Bottling up as well. Got the Maelstrom. The entirety of Moriarty are just looking for anything to pick up. But if I'm not mistaken, Moriarty and Rocket Scientists are scrimming against each other now and then. I might have that confused with other teams. Oh, like scrim groups are pretty chaotic right now. And on the bottom lane we got Blink, who seems to be in a bit of trouble here. I mean, there's 3 ways he could have gone there, but now he gets found by Mastermind, cleaving down some trees with the power shot and committing the ultimate just to make sure he's dead. I mean, Wind Ranger ultimate isn't that big yet, even with the Mjolnir. Like, you don't need it to kill stuff like the Anti-Separation. And just look at that. This is why Shackle isn't that long of a stun compared to other stuns, because it's so easy to get off if you're proficient at Wind Ranger. The latch range is pretty insane. It's extremely good once you get used to the mechanics, and Rocket Scientist slowly but surely pulling ahead by taking favorable engagements, by not taking it over aggressive here. So slow and steady wins the race in this case, as long as you're not too slow, because Bro is starting to get dangerous. Ultimate almost level 2. So then the entirety of Moriarty minus the Tusk are gonna deal an insane amount of damage. As for the Tusk, he's just gonna play the typical support build. Getting a mech up as well. I don't think he's gonna last long enough to use that, judging by how the game's going right now. I mean, he's the frontliner. He's gonna go down a lot. Okay, Mastermind now gets found by the smoke rotation. Cold Feet committed. Mastermind is gonna get out of there. Lycan, however, not so lucky. Faye is gonna go down. Even used the ultimate there. So this should enable Moriarty to put on a lot of pressure. Maybe even take the entire tier 2 tower. But while I'm looking at the fight recap, we're gonna see a continued fight here by Team Moriarty, and Wind Ranger still alive. Beautiful play. Okay, the Ice Shard's finally finishing off Wind Ranger. And I mean, Blink's dead, but he's like worth, boys. Oh my god, he might actually get away. This is huge. Is he gonna take down? Yeah, he is. Try to deny himself to the tower there, which would have been really good, but that's a tier 2 tower. A good deal of gold swing around. I mean, they took a lot of casualties to the Wind Ranger. Mastermind definitely good on that hero. I'm quite certain, and I'm gonna call this right now, Wind Ranger is gonna get banned next game, unless they pick counter for Wind Ranger. But yeah, right now I'm curious to see how this game is gonna progress. Lina got a Bloodstone. Lycan went for a pretty interesting build. I like this. Screw Mask of Madness Armlet. This is so much... I mean, in this lineup it's so much better. There's not a lot of stuff you can armlet toggle through except for Dro's right clicks. You're gonna get Ice Blasted anyways most of the time. So why not go for ganking? Ganking, pick a favorite build. Got Mastermind to deliver teamfight damage as well. that should be taken into consideration.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Double damage. Thanks.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Every coin helps.
Dark light.
Alright, so it seems there are some issues with the stream. On my end, I got the 30 FPS output, bitrate going steady, so here everything should be fine. I don't know. I mean, honestly, have you tried turning it on and off again? Maybe I should talk to people on Discord or something. Tell the admins about it real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna look into the issue real quick. Okay, I end up missing a kill on Earthshaker on the top lane. 3 people just finding a solo support. Not that big of a deal. The gold remains super close
Radiant's
though.
bottom tower is under attack.
Like each team's total net worth amount. And we're gonna see Mastermind push down the bottom tier 2 now. I mean,
Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
rocket scientists are still on a clock. It might be a really slow one. But okay, it just seemed some server issue. I'm using the same stream server as Games Done Quick, so no wonder it's down if like 150,000 people are watching speedruns right now. But Roche is gonna go down to Moriarty to stay with the game here.
Your shrine has fallen to the radiant.
If we look at the items, Dro got a Shadow Blade. Lina, wait, how many Bloodstone charges? 13, okay, so only one from that Earthshaker pickup. Okay, Faye is going for an interesting build. Drew Desolator when you can get Assault Curse. I mean, it's great against Dro Ranger, it's great against the Lina Machine Gun. There is a lot of physical damage output. I mean, it's gonna be harder killing people with it compared to the Desolate, because your crits aren't gonna be quite as big. But this way, he and his teammates stay alive longer. So I think keeping the Wind Ranger alive is a big priority here. I mean, 4 armor hero, close to no agility gain. That feels bad, man.
Dire's middle tower is under
And Faye in a lot of trouble. Ice Blast is gonna connect. Lina ultimate, everything committed. He's gonna go down, delaying his Salt Curse.
Dire's middle tower is under
So,
attack.
like I said, rocket scientists, they might have been in a convincing situation, and they might have a really good Wind Ranger, but the Dro clock is ticking, and
Is under attack.
time seems to be about up.
Radiant's top tower.
Okay, the creep was faster there than Tusk, even with the Frozen Sigil committed. And we got a pause. So, did I miss any other important items? Dark's here, going for the typical build. The Blink Dagger could enable a big vacuum wall. 3 more levels until it becomes ultra dangerous. I mean, it's still a major nuisance right now, but the replica damage really matters. Like, especially against Lina and Drow, replica damage is gonna be more important than anything else if he wants to get a devastating vacuum wall off. Of course, you can always pair vacuum with the Echo Slam, so that's a thing too. And yeah. Wind Ranger got a Blink Dagger as well now. I kinda wanna play Wind Ranger now, because Mastermind is so convincing when it comes to the shackle shot. I mean, I think I'm just gonna miss most of my shackle shots, get super frustrated, and then throw. That's what's gonna happen. But still, I want to play that hero now in pubs. Like, it's one of the things I love about casting tier 2 Dota. So while we're paused, we gotta just follow me on a Slark FUG, and I think it's Kuma Stiga Kurami Prestigia. No idea what that means. It's a charging Spirit Breaker by Bashruk. Aww. This one's great. I mean, just end. And please. Feels bad, man. Look, Mom, I can helicopter. Blink gets some credits for his meme game here. Like, come on, guys. We gotta appreciate this. This reminds me of the Dark Souls 2 times where people would go helicopter, dual wield, dual blade, like PA style dual blade, dual wielded. Double helicopter. My face when I'm playing solo. Facepalm. Not bad. It's not quite that high meme value, but it's not bad. And take me, Jesus. Team Moriarty definitely got some major FUG game. And while we're waiting for the reconnect, I'm just gonna tell you guys another story from my childhood. I don't know, chat asked me to do a little story time when we have nothing else to do, so why the hell not? So, yeah. Okay, I actually got a good one. When I was 8 one time, or I think it was 8, maybe even 7, but I got completely wasted by accident. So, it's not a really long story or anything, but the thing is, I was chilling out with my buddy. I was sleeping over at his place. The same guy who got me into playing Dota 1 as well. We used to like spam Dota 1 pubs during sleepovers, and his parents were gone, so we could play all night. And his big bro, that guy was 17. He was having a party, a pretty big party, and he was like, okay guys, I'm order you a pizza if you leave us alone so we can like enjoy our party without little brats annoying us. We were completely fine with that. I mean, free pizza, just playing Dota 1. But and now I'm gonna finish this story too because I started it. But he also said, don't come into my room the next morning. In hindsight, that was probably because he had girls in there, or a hangover, or both. But he was like, don't bother me in the morning, and you guys can have the leftovers from the party, just don't take the alcohol. So yeah, cola, soda, candy, pretty much all the snacks we could eat. It was great. But there was this like giant bowl of like punch in the refrigerator. And that stuff was super delicious, so we took that up to my friend's room. And of course we finished that whole thing. And it was too sweet, so we didn't think there was alcohol in there. We were not allowed to touch alcohol. We got that, but we thought it was just like non-alcoholic punch and stuff, you know, because yeah, we're kids. We usually had non-alcoholic punch. We didn't even know there was punch, which was 10 proof. So we drank that stuff. It was too sweet to taste the alk in it. We got completely wasted. Needless to say, it was pretty hilarious when when the big brother of my mate entered his room. He was really mad and thought we drank alcohol on purpose. When we explained the situation later, after my friend was done throwing up, everything was fine. But in hindsight, I think getting drunk till the point where you almost pass out when you're 8 really harms your brain. So yeah. That's that, and we're gonna jump back into Dota. Darkseer now got his Guardian Greaves. After pause, of course, both teams already splitting up a bit more. That's just natural, and right now it's a tense moment in general, so Moriarty, maybe they're gonna commit a bit to push down this bottom tier 1. The entirety of Rocket Scientists are top. There is no Radiant Vision in the top jungle though. So no way of knowing that there's nobody to contest the bottom lane, but they got 5 people committed on Moriarty's side. With a smoke as well, so 5 people looking for some free food. And Moriarty are just going to be allowed to push down the tier 2 as well, because Drow is really dangerous right now, and all the other ranged heroes are as well during the time that Drow's alive. With the Aegis, it's going to be more difficult. Okay, this could be an Aegis. There we go, with the Vacuum Echo Slam. We're gonna see an attempt to save it from Tusk with the Snowball, and Drow stays alive for a while longer. There goes the Aegis, but Mike Fury, getting a beautiful 2-man stun, is gonna get torn apart by the Wind Ranger. Maelstrom even proccing. Puck now closing in the gap to the Wind Ranger, but Wind is gonna live. Mastermind just managed to get out of there. Solon, meanwhile, teleporting out, and actually lives as well. That was super close. I thought Dazzle was dead for sure, and with that, Moriarty get 2 for free. 2 for 2, I mean. But a 2 for 2 trade, including the Aegis. So technically 2 for 3. And in the end, this is heavily Moriarty favored, because they can now take the last tier 2. They can start sieging high ground. Look at Drow's attack range. This is ridiculous.
Invisibility.
Alright, game is quiet. Gonna see a smoke committed here from Rocket Scientists. They know they need to fight something soon, and that's gotta feel bad, that Shackle not latching. I mean, the angle is really hard to get, especially this angle. The tree's hitboxes are extremely weird in sewers. It's one of the few things that's, you know, somewhat inconsistent about Dota. Pretty much that and 3-dimensional physics, stuff like Walrus Punch knocking somebody up. That's about it. There's really not a lot going on. I know if I want to tell another story or anything, that both teams are just gonna immediately run at each other, so that's not a good idea. And Moriarty, they're already looking for blood, not gonna find any yet. Meanwhile, Khan MVP got the Hurricane Pike online and almost almost still like 1.4k towards the BKB, but it's pretty close. And once that 10-second BKB comes out,
Fuel for my fire.
alright, now Solon is gonna fall to Khan MVP. Just hitting away on the Drow. Bajrook blinking back on the back lines, and Roche is back up, so Moriarty, they want this. It's gonna be a hard Roche to contest though. They already see a Lycan Wolf going in there, which makes Roche snatches possible. And of course, there is Bashruk with a Blink Dagger on the earth. So, $2,000 Echo Slam could be a possibility here. And it looks like Moriarty, they kind of want to find a kill here before they go for the Roach, but trying not to take any too big risks, but they still did. Khan MVP in a pretty bad position, however Lina just nuking away at people. Wind Ranger really wants to kill off the Drow, and Drow goes down, but so does the Wind Ranger, and now Dark's here hitting the floor as well, and Faye. I mean, Faye couldn't do shit there. And he just accepted it. Almost got the puck. Was just a tiny bit off, and then he just accepted his fate. Trying to run away wouldn't have done much either. This way at least you can try to make a kill possible or prolong the time it takes for them to roach, because you know, the initial damage he did, I don't know. I kind of feel like it was the right call. Either way, it's not a good situation to be in, but trying to run there wouldn't have done him any good. And without the Drow, this road is actually taking a long time. They finally got it. Lina now with an Aegis once again. Sitting at 15 Bloodstone charges. I mean, on Lina you don't need that many. Like, all you want to do is, as long as you're right-clicking something, you want to get your Fiery Soul stacks up. Other than that, you only use mana against other heroes. So it's not like one of those heroes like Storm Spirit, where every single Bloodstone charge makes you a tiny bit more effective in combat. So if you ram 30 or something Bloodstone charges up, alright, Puck should be dead here. Yeah. Double Iron Shell, more than enough DPS. Insta enables the Blink Dagger as well, which has like literally 0 connection time. As in the second you get in range, it immediately applies the damage to you. There is no ledge animation or anything like that.
I'll take that. Radiant's middle
And
tower
it looks
is
like
under
rocket
attack.
scientists, they realize in how bad of a spot they are right now, and they're just trying to push while they can. Force somebody to defend, and then all back off. That seems to be the plan here, and Mastermind took a Lina ultimate there. 44 seconds cooldown left, that's nothing. As long as there's no teamfight bursting loose right now, and they find a Tusk, but I don't think Tusk is big enough for Moriarty to commit any hero to try and save him. They're fine. They're completely fine with Blink going down, and I think Blink just faces it as well. He's trying to get out of there, but yeah. Like, when you get caught out of position that far as a position 4 hero, your life's over. If it was, I don't know, if it was Drow Ranger or Lina, maybe even the Puck, I get when they would have committed a lot. Because right now the game is becoming pretty tense. Puck might not be sitting at that much net worth, but it's such a big teamfight tool, and without a Puck, maybe Rocket Scientists can get a favorable teamfight. There's nobody left to hold down the Lycan. Lycan, by the way, going for a BKB here. Meanwhile, Wind Ranger getting an Aghanim Scepter early on. Well, early. Comparatively early. Apparently this is how to build this hero right now. I mean, you got a 9-second BKB. That's more than plenty. Just kind of want to increase the amount of damage you deal and your survivability. For that, Aghanim is of course a pretty good item. No point in building farm stuff like Mjolnir. Still kind of unusual for me because I'm still really used to the old school Wind Ranger build, because that's how I play Wind. Pretty much same items as these, just no Aghanims. Maybe that's why my win rate on the hero isn't so good in hindsight. But this is still pretty tense. I mean, yeah, Moriarty got a big lead, but they can't just push high ground, especially not against Earthshaker and Darkseer combo. Vacuum into Echo Slam would be huge. Dazzle ultimate also great for forcing people to leave your base alone, because you don't really want to take fights when like 3 or 4 people are armor reduced by quite a bit, but it looks like Moriarty. They still want to keep applying at least a little bit of pressure. Well, rocket scientists are looking for any hole in the defense of Moriarty here. Judging by how this game's been going, I don't think they'll find any. Alright, Dazzle's just gonna get out of there. No skirmish happening here either. Any big item pickups I missed? Faye still going for the BKB. Mastermind still going for the Aghanim Scepter. Okay, Khan MVP got a full butterfly now. Mike Fury got a Shiva's guard, so both of them extremely well itemized. Meanwhile, Bashruk on the Earthshake is gonna go down, and they managed to find the Tusk in return though. So this is gonna decrease the potential from Moriarty to potentially siege high ground. That's pretty much all it does, and with that the teams are going back to playing it slow. At this point I'm pretty much out of things to talk about. Or actually no, I know something. Because one of the things I haven't addressed is the win condition for Team Rocket Scientists here. And it's pretty simple, and that's kill the Drow. And it looks like they are aware of that, and they're gonna do exactly that. Drow nuked, Inuyasha going down as well. And this is your win condition. Now, now Rocket Scientists, all they gotta do is push, which they can easily do with Wind Ranger, who has an Aghanim Scepter completed. It's pretty much now or never. Lina is insanely fat, but
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
shouldn't be that big of an issue, to be honest, because Lina, I don't know, it's not that much of a pain in the ass of a hero. About the Drow aura, most of her damage output is gonna be gone. Ice Blast to slow down the push a little bit, but Mastermind's still getting hits in on the tower. And we get to see a fissure onto the poor little Tusk there. Blink's truly been having a hard game this time around. Manages to get away with the snowball. And Rocket Scientists, they have exactly what they want to. They just need to get out now, and that's gonna be easier said than done. Faye manages to get away. Mastermind blinks away and should be out as well here. Mike Fury still chasing Drow Aura, almost up to increase Adelina's damage output, but Mastermind manages to TP out, and with that you trade Earthshake for a tier 3 tower. That should be quite a good gold net worth swing in favor of Rocket Scientists. And yeah, they're trying to bring the net worth back down. All of a sudden this match got really interesting. I mean, Rocket Scientists, all they need to do now is hold the base against this push. Roche is about to come up in 50 seconds as well, so rocket scientists, they just need to make sure they don't lose anybody. Okay, the dream coil, and that's Darkseer going down. Not quite what I described as not losing anybody, but there's a big Echo Slam, so they might be able to get a return kill, and they will. Throw going down, now Blink going down. That's 2 kills already. Fissure connecting on the Ancient Apparition, and the Enchant Totem keeping AA locked down a bit longer, and bam, with the Enchant Totem. Slammed in the face. Roche is almost back up as well. This is some pretty much perfect timing for Rocket Scientists. Rocket Scientists, it looks like they're gonna prioritize the lane of Rex here. I mean, you could also get some work done on bottom, and they might find the Lina here. Oh my god. Now Lina done for 50 seconds, and all of a sudden this game is turning around at an insane rate. Buyback forced out from the Lina. Drow Ranger is back in 30 seconds, but Lina without the Drow, or like I said before, not dishing out all that much damage. And okay, Puck getting a Dream Coil onto 2 people. Ice Blast flying through. Wind Ranger activating the BKB. Lina ultimate onto the Lycan. Lycan, however, should be able to stay alive. Teleporting out. No, never mind. Lina's physical damage still enough even without the throw. I mean, Shiva's Guard provides a crap ton of intelligence. Shadowblade gives some damage as well. Now Dazzle is gonna get caught out retreating, and what looked like a really convincing comeback from Rocket Scientists is now actually just an equalizer. The game in perfect equilibrium again. Both teams got almost an equal chance of taking it right now, I think.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Double damage.
And now Roche gets taken by Moriarty, giving them even bigger of an edge here. I mean, to be honest, they were just about to lose this game and managed to turn it around, so this Aegis is actually just putting them back in a position where they might actually be able to turn to the aggressors here. Lycan about to respawn, but look at Drow's damage, chewing through that tower. Fortification committed, Fissure onto the Drow Ranger. Drow stunned up a bit longer, but Wind Ranger doesn't quite deal that much damage to a hero with this much armor. I mean, 38 freaking points of armor. That's ridiculous. That's just disgusting. Oh my god. And I mean, Drow is about to finish the BKB in a bit. Ryan gonna get taken. And still, the game's super close. Honestly, I'm just glad that I'm not one of the people who has to make the odds for our games like this for like live bets. Because that would be a pain in the ass.
Got it.
Also, talk about bets, guys. Feel free to show our sponsors some love. xbet.ca. They're a pretty chill bunch of guys. Just trying to do their own thing with their bet site, and they help us make this cup possible with most of their earnings. So, you know, check their site out. Also, they got a promo code BountyX, I think. Should be BountyX. Try that one, and if it doesn't work, then feel free to flame me for it. But yeah, they got a promo code, so you get some free money for your deposits. So if you want to try betting and you haven't done it before, this is the time to do it. And with that, we're gonna continue to talk about Dota. But there is nothing to talk about except for like top tower starting to get low. Not all that low though, so okay, we're gonna see Bashruk caught out. The snowball is gonna make sure he can't get away, and that's a gem swinging around in favor of Moriarty, as if they weren't favored enough just yet. And Drow not getting the kill there on the Dazzle, instead continues to dish out damage. Blink, however, got torn apart by Faye, and Inuyasha now getting on the front lines, getting a great silence off, making sure he gets out again, and now Mike Fury, I mean, rushing in there, dishing out damage to everyone. And there we go! Turnaround attempt with the Echo Slam, Drow meat-eating cheese to stay alive. Earthshaker is gonna die here with the Ice Blast. Lycan doesn't have ultimate, so he cannot make all that much happen. Wind Ranger also painfully insignificant at this stage of the game, so in the end that fight should be quite yeah. Oh my god, especially with the buyback money, I completely forgot about that. Oh boy.
Dire's top tower is under Dire's top tower is falling.
I mean, I said this before, Moriarty were just playing the long game here. Like, they were not under any pressure at all at most stages of the game, because they have a Drow Ranger, and Drow Ranger is insane if you have enough range heroes to just benefit off the aura. It's like the best carry in the game. The best scaling carry in the game, arguably. As long as you have the range heroes to make it work. Meanwhile, Inuyasha goes down, and Faye is gonna keep running. Kills off Flash as well. And Mike Fury gonna go down once. Can they get the Lina twice, even with the Drow Ranger? Drow's gonna go down. No chance at saving Mike Fury there. Mike Fury manages to get out. So after one devastating fight, all of a sudden Rocket Scientist is turning the game around. This has been a wild ride, boys. And it's not gonna end. The pain train has no brakes here. I mean, Blinks had a hard game. I'm not even gonna comment on that kill.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Top tower now being taken here. It's gonna take them quite a while unless creeps. Okay, there are creeps. It's fine now, guys. It's fine now.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
And apparently stream's lagging.
Dire's middle barracks.
This is the problem when there's only like 3 stream relay servers which actually work in Europe,
Radiant's
and
middle barracks are under attack.
yeah. Like, sorry guys, this is not my fault. It's the stream relay server that's completely broken right now. My graphics card is only at like 58% use. This is just like, there's a really big speedrunning event going on. So, okay, we got Lina caught off guard. No time for me to apologize for lag, as Mike Fury is gonna go down once again. And if we look at Lina's Bloodstone charges, all of a sudden not looking that good anymore. Lina had an amazing amount of charges nearly all game, then they lost a lot, then a lot of charges got lost. If stream is lagging, just try to refresh, guys. If anything, it's the relay server, because I am stationed in Europe and we gotta suffer apparently. Okay. Game is quiet. Rocket Scientists, they're not even taking any chances. They just pushed 1 tier 2. And the one reason, I mean, Moriarty scales so much better with the Drow Ranger, but the one reason they can't quite put the final nail in the coffin of Rocket Scientists every time that they win a big team fight, and it could be potentially GG, is that Rocket Scientists have an insanely good draft when it comes to high ground defense. Earthshaker, Dazzle, Wind Ranger, and Darkseer. The only hero who's not great at defending high ground is the Lycan, and even Lycan is pretty decent at it. Also Faye now going for Boots of Travel. I see a lot of people play the no boots Lycan, where the majority of the time you got superior movement speed, but he went for the evasion instead. Got an MKB as well, just to help him deal with Dro's Butterfly. And we're gonna wait, guys. We're just gonna play the waiting game. This means I get to chill a bit, but it's not very interesting to look at, sadly. But okay, that's not gonna be a fast Roche here. So maybe the teams get impatient, start a fight before they can secure the Aegis on either side. That would be just about great right now.
What surge is this?
So we're gonna see a smoke rotation from Team Rocket Scientists. I just don't know why they smoke. I think they just did that one for the movement speed, or they're gonna try to... Okay, so both teams going for a smoke rotation. Alright then. Both teams smoking up, both teams not finding anything with it. This game is just so ridiculous. Every time something is about to happen, the gods of Dota are like, nope. Okay, 24 seconds on Roche. That isn't that long, luckily. Okay, also I just got blinded by the sun, which is nice. I just looked like directly into the setting sun because it's shining right through my window at this time. And it's a magnificent sight, to be sure, but I got like black spots in my field of view. Kinda sucks. Okay. Roche is back up though. This means we could see a fight here. No team is gonna, neither team is gonna give away the Roche for free, or are they? Oh my god, Rocket Scientists. I think they were a bit too confident on Moriarty not contesting the Roche, and Moriarty are extremely impatient, so they are starting to contest the Roche. They got plenty of damage, so Roche should drop somewhat quickly. And they're gonna play it safe as well, with a lot of heroes committed to defend the Dro Ranger, and Darkseid comes in with a vacuum wall, but it's not quite that big altogether. The Dream Coil is gonna stun up Dro. And okay, Ancient Apparition. It turns out to be the first one dropping. And now Rocket Scientists getting in the Roche, but they want this Roche. And with Wind Ranger firing away at Roche, already making space for the Aegis, but in comes the puck. Dream Coil committed here. Wind Ranger about to go down. No Aegis. Buyback is ready though. So if Wind Ranger goes down, Buyback has to be instantly committed. That's 2 minutes without Wind Ranger. So Wind Ranger buying back here. Earthshaker meanwhile keeping Khan MVP and Blink at bay. Still Darkseid is gonna go down. So another Buyback committed, but Buybacks don't matter. It only matters who gets this Roche. This Roche truly game deciding at this time. And as Roche is about to go down, Blink got punished as well by Mastermind, but it's only a task for Roche. That seems like a really good deal to make. And now it looks like we're gonna see Rocket Scientists who haven't given up yet. And the Lina took the Aegis, so Dro is gonna go down. Got buyback ready, but this looks like a dieback Aegis. That's not how you want the Aegis committed. Okay, Faye dealing the last 2 hits there, and with that, now all of a sudden Moriarty forced to do so many buybacks, and I don't know what went wrong. I mean, in theory, Moriarty should have easily won this game at this time. 50 minutes in with 4 ranged hero Dro draft. I mean, yeah, Moriarty are still able to hold their ground here, but all of a sudden they're no longer... I don't know, they just don't seem as powerful as they should be on paper. This feels kinda off, I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I just... I mean, yeah, to be honest... Well, no, actually... No, puck scales really well. Alright, there aren't any super ultra let's go 60-minute game items built yet. Lina now opting her build with the Orchid, going for a Bloodthorn here, but went for a Shivas. Which might be good against Wind Ranger and Lycan, but it's kind of starting to fall off as well, like, I don't know. Armor is important, but I kind of feel like a Dragonlance would have accomplished a lot of the same for far less money at this stage of the game. Taking less hits and having more armor at this stage just ends up being the same, really. Because we're so insane, like, we're so insanely late. If we look at Lycan's items, we get a good example of this. MKB, BKB, Assault, Cuirass, Gold Basher, and still got the Echo Saber. I mean, yeah, it speeds up his attacks quite a bit. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, we got some ratting done by Solon here. And I mean, even the position 5 got 2 items right now, 2 core items, so that seems pretty decent. Alright, the game seems to be going quiet still. But, oh, okay, never mind. Teleport out there, because why would I get to see any action? Ever. Alright, now finally, Mike Fury is gonna die. That didn't sound, like, that almost sounded like I was enthusiastic. Okay, that's gonna be a big fight. Mike Fury priority target is gonna go down. Puck comes in with the Dream Call onto Mastermind. Really doesn't want to get stunned up here, just running in circles. Is trying to find Khan MVP on the draw, and they managed to find Khan MVP with the gem here on the Darkseer. And Khan MVP is gonna go down. That's 2 minutes without a draw, no buyback. But while that's happening, if we look at the Dire base, the top lane has already been, the top lane Rex have already been cleaned up. Now the mid lane Rex are being worked on. Ancient Apparition should be dead here against Wind Ranger. And Wind Ranger gets stunned up. Ancient Apparition is still alive. Flash, no idea what to do with his life, just hits the Rex there. He was so certain he was dead, just accepted his fate. Stood still. I think he had his hands off the keyboard, praying to all the gods that this was enough to slow down Rocket Scientist's advance. And then all of a sudden he was like, oh shit, I'm alive. I guess I'll attack Rex. Oh boy, I mean, Tier 2 Dota is ridiculous. It's not always quite that interesting when teams decide to play it slow, but that kind of moments make it worth watching, at least for me. And I mean, sometimes we get like really good fast-paced games. Okay, Wind Ranger about to go down, but Shadow Grave perfectly on point. I mean, that was the 2 versus 5 fight. Worst, I don't know, worst case scenario, you got 4 people instead of 5 people pushing down the Radiant base here. I think it's gonna be Megas now. I mean, the Ancient Apparition ultimate could give Team Moriarty a chance to defend if they really wanted to, but no. A quick, well-timed advance coming out from Rocket Scientists could be the final ray here from Team Moriarty, but they're not giving up hope. In comes the Ice Blast. It's only gonna connect to a poor little Dazzle, and with that the Radiant base is down. At this point, Rocket Scientists, they can do what most people do when it comes to Megas. Just farm, because you're automatically gonna farm faster and the enemy can hardly push. I mean, of course, you gotta be ready to defend in case Rocket Scientists try to just instantly push to prevent the game from ending, and Dazzle caught out without a TP scroll. Just stands there in the corner and he's like, Okay, yeah, I'm dead. Maybe they don't see me. I'm pretty sure they're gonna find me. Creeps, can you kill me? No, you can't. Okay. I don't know, like... I think that's one of the major... I think that's actually one of the major factors for the enjoyment a support has while playing, like a support player has in Dota. How long are the games on average? Because during long games like this one, I think most support players just hate their lives or feel useless. Some of them actually like accept that they're useless and just use that to poke fun,
Dire's middle barracks are
to
under
like meme around. You know, in situations where Dazzle just died, some players would have just like walked up to the enemy and would have been like, "Peace, guys, I'm friendly, or some shit like that. I've seen it all. Back in Dota 1, that happened a lot, by the way,
tower is under attack.
where people would just walk up and say friendly. Okay, we're gonna see Puck about to drop, but Puck manages to live. Drone range is now dropping dangerously low, but Darkseid in a bit of trouble as well. Still, it looks like Lina is gonna go down. The target focus here, insanely good from Rocket Scientists. The second they see that they can't get one target down, they're just gonna opt for another one. And with that, GG is gonna be called. Oh my god, 1 hour of Dota. That was intense, boys. I'm gonna need to shotgun a can of energy drink or two between games too. And when I say shotgun, I don't mean to act cool. I legitimately do that because I've been addicted to energy drink for like, I don't know, the last 5 years or some shit. I don't know. I consume that stuff like normal people would drink like cola. And I'm completely fine with it, so that's a thing. But yeah, that's it for the first game, and it's a best of 3, so buckle up, boys and girls. We're gonna get more Dota coming your way. Up to 2 more 60-minute games. Because why not? We might be in for a wild ride. And yeah. Other than that, feel free to like check out our sponsor, expat.ca. They're a pretty chill site. Their admin is a nice guy, so that alone is my reason to support them. And in case you're not quite convinced, they got a promo code, BountyX as well. So, you know, if you want to get started with betting, it's great to try it out. I don't know, I actually really want to bet on stream, like, as a bit of promotion and stuff. But I'd end up losing all of my money. Also, I'd need a contract stating that it's part of my job, because German gambling laws are, like, super strict. Like, really, really extremely strict. But, yeah, still, check out their site, they're pretty legit. Their admin is chill guy, they got a promotion. What more do you need to be convinced? Also, if you feel like you want to support my casting or this tournament, you can follow me and the Cup on Twitter. I'm gonna put both links in the chat real quick. And yeah, I really appreciate the follows. The Cup does too. You get to see when we're live. You get to, like, I don't know, we do giveaways sometimes. Not that often. We don't spam your wall though, so you know, nothing to lose there. It just takes 2 seconds to do us a favor, and yeah, we're gonna be right back. I'm gonna take a bit of a breather because that game was quite intense. See ya in a bit.